A reaction today from the victim's lawyer now that 3 former New Mexico State basketball players are facing felony charges out of the team's alleged hazing scandal.
And those suspects could spend more than 20 years behind bars. Anchor Sasha Linder joins in the studio. What's the victim's attorney telling you, Sasha?
Ron Darlene, Jolene Youngers represents all 5 victims who have come out so far. She says she's not surprised by the charges the Attorney General filed against those 3 former players. She also says the system in place at NMSU failed her clients and all of the victims.
Somebody should have seen something, somebody should have heard something, but also there were reports. Somebody should have listened and taken it very seriously and stepped in much sooner.
Jolene Youngers is an attorney representing all 5 victims, including Deuce Benjamin and Kyle Feet.
But it was allowed to continue. And it grew, and it got worse.
Last year, Benjamin, along with teammate Shaq Odunewu, claimed they were sexually assaulted by 3 other players, DeShondre Washington, Dr. Bradley, and Kim Aiken Jr. All 3 now facing multiple felony charges that can keep them behind bars for decades. Washington and Bradley charged with 13 felonies and facing 27 years in the state prison. Aiken Jr. has 11 felonies with a possible 24-year sentence.
It sends a message that student-on-student assaults are to be taken very seriously.
New Mexico State settled a civil lawsuit for $8 million. And now a second one has been filed against the same 3 players, as well as the school's board of regents, the athletic director Mario Mocha, former head coach Greg Heyer, and former assistant head coach Dominique Taylor. Former Aggie Kyle Feet coming forward this month as a victim, as well as 2 student staff members.
Now, why would they be hazed if hazing is the traditional team building exercise or what have you? These guys aren't going out on the court. They're just volunteering their time to help the team.
In addition to the hazing and sexual assault allegations, this second lawsuit claims guns were present in the locker room, on campus, and on team trips.
It grants even more power to the perpetrators. I mean, you can be concerned and fearful about what someone's going to do to you, but that fear is inevitably heightened if they've got a gun sitting on the bench next to them.
These new allegations are something Attorney General Raul Torres is now looking into.
And paints a very disturbing picture, not only of the conduct of these same 3 individuals, but of the institutional indifference that was exhibited by the coaches that were supposed to be in charge. And
he says if there is evidence to support more criminal charges, his office will take those next steps. Well, the victim's attorney says of those 3 men, her office has evidence that Washington was known to have a gun in the locker room. But she claims other players not named in the suit were known to have guns in the locker room as well. Ron, back to you.
Sasha, thank you. All 3 former Aggies are set to appear before a judge in Doña Ana County November 22nd.
Also new this afternoon, reaction from former NMSU leadership on the new charges. The former chairman of the Board of Regents tells us why he thinks the outcome is somewhat of a relief.
I can't say I'm happy that somebody was charged with a crime, but I was pleased that these incidences are being so completely investigated. The university owes that to those 2 young men and to their families.
We will continue to follow this case as it develops and bring you the latest updates on air, online, and on our free KOAT app. Download it from your phone's app store.